Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Justin with Justin 4-Wheel Drive, soon to be name change to Cruising Outdoors, as you can see on my hat here maybe. Hope you guys had a really good holiday break. Hope you guys had a good Christmas, good New Year's. I spent my New Year's Eve in bed by 11:30, which was great. It's exactly how I would want my New Year's to be at this point in my life. We have a baby on the way, so no partying for us. But I thought I'd spend some time in the garage today since I have so much time off. I'm installing a temperature sensor in the 80. This is something I've always kind of wanted. You know, I don't want to rely on my phone to read the temperature, and just sometimes I'm in places where there's no cell service. So fortunately, Redarc makes a little $20 temperature sensor, which I can put the link for down in the description. And this is made to work directly with the TVMS Rogue that I already have installed in the 80. So in a nutshell, it's as simple as wiring that sensor up to this little wiring harness and then plugging this into the TVMS Rogue. And then I just got to run my temperature sensor to probably my rear taillight, where that's where the sensor will live. But yeah, this sensor, it's great, super convenient because it'll show up on my RedVision screen, the temperature. I can also pull it up on my phone. So wherever I'm at, no cell service, doesn't matter. I can just look at my RedVision screen and I'll be able to see the temp outside, which is cool. All right guys, so a couple things I'm using today just to make this job easier and make it cleaner of an install. I have a PowerWorks, just a sorted power pole case. It's got all my power poles in it, which is what I use to connect all of my Redarc inputs into, like all my switches and stuff. So it's a really good secure connection. So I'll use that on the end of my wires here that I'm going to plug into my sensor, my temperature sensor. I've also got some little heat shrink tubing already pre-cut. It shows in the TVMS Rogue manual when you're not using these to put heat shrink on the ends of these wires. So I'm going to do that. That's going to be a pretty tedious project. Not going to show you guys all that. So those two things, just some standard wire strippers. I've got a tri-crimp. This is from PowerWorks. That's where I got it. I got it from PowerWorks, and this is to crimp these power pole Anderson connectors on there. Just some little wire cutters here. Then I have a heat gun. So I'm gonna tear into this, getting all these, getting the heat shrink on all of these wires. And once I do that, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so I got all the ends of the wires here that I'm not going to use sleeved. Got heat shrink on all the ends of these. Again, these are the only two that I'm going to use because these are going to tie directly to my temperature sensor. Alright, so at this point I'm not going to put the little mini power pole on there yet, but I am going to put the connectors on here that slide into the power pole. So take this, slide it down. Crimp that down. Got a good crimp there. Okay. So now I've got these connectors on. It'll be really easy when the time comes when I feed it through on my electrical board. I'll just be able to pop these into this connector. Alright, so the next thing I gotta do is in here. The connector is plugging in. This is my TVMS Rogue right here, so I need to get that harness that I was just messing with and plug it into here. So first thing I'm gonna do, one, I already turned this off. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the power to my Rogue here. Make sure that everything's off that can be. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the negative wire on this battery and then just kind of move this out of the way while I work. So I got to plug in my harness, new harness to here. I'm gonna have to drill a hole in my electrical board to send the wires through, and then I'll plug in on the back and route the wire to the tail light. So that should be pretty straightforward. So let me go ahead and pop this off. Is it 14? I'm gonna go ahead and pull the battery out of the way. So I don't know how well you can see this, but these are my inputs for my lights and accessories right here. And this is gonna be the new home for my sensors. So I need to poke a hole right here so I can send my new wires through. All right, so now I'm gonna shoot a hole in here, and I'm not going to measure anything. I'm just gonna try and line it up as best as possible. Not scientific here. I kind of want to redo all of this in the future anyways. Good enough. All right, so make sure these all will fit. It's gonna be kind of a tight squeeze. Okay, got some of them through. Okay, I got them through. So now I'm gonna plug this in. All right, it's not perfect, but it'll do. So I'm gonna take you around. It's not perfect by any means, but I'm not trying to win any shows here. So that's what we're dealing with. So these are so that's what I just fed through. Again, most of these are not going to be used right now. These are the only two, that yellow and green right there, that I'm concerned with. So that will be fine for me. Behind the IceCo here, you can see I've got all of my wires spilling out. So I'll stow these somewhere back here on the board, and then tie in my new temperature sensor to that. So yeah, I'm gonna get right into that. All right, so I'm in the back of the cruiser now, and I'm just tidying up this wiring. Again, this isn't super pretty. You can see here, oh, hang on. This isn't super pretty. This electrical board, again, I plan on getting back in here. I want to redo this whole thing down the road. I want to build a new drawer system in here, so I'm just kind of making this work for now with this setup. But anyways, here, so this is what I got. So I just got wires coming through here, kind of secured onto this pre-existing wire. Coming up, put a little screw through some Velcro to hold it there. So that's just gonna live just like that. This is what I need to put one of my new power poles onto, and that's gonna run this way. I'll plug in this is the wire for my new temperature sensor. So I'll put a new plug on here, plug that in, run this down over into the panel over here on the 80, and I'll shoot that back towards the tail light there. And then that's where that's gonna live. So yeah, not too much longer here. I'm just gonna get this new clip on here and keep moving. These are sometimes a pain in the butt. They make a tool for it, but I don't have it. There we go. Okay. So that is in. Put that behind this Velcro here. Super fancy like. Okay, now I need to switch the plug on this guy, so I'm gonna take you over to the other counter. I need to look up the, gotta figure out which one of these is positive and negative. I gotta look up the Australian standards for these. So I had it looked up earlier. So dashed line is the positive according to Australian specs. So one of these has a dashed line on it, one of them is just a white wire. So I'm gonna hope that they went by the Australian standards, being that they are Australian. Throw some power poles on it. Okay. Throw this power pole on here. And I know there are better ways to do this, prettier ways. I'm by no means an electrician, just an enthusiast. So all you electricians out there can chime in and tell me I'm doing everything wrong. But whatever. Hopefully it works. Alright, so you can't really see me, but I'm back in the cruiser. Now comes the time to start routing this wire, this sensor. So this is going to go again into the panel. But I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. And then this, I'm just going to run across through there. Actually, I want to use Velcro because I like it more. So a little piece of Velcro. There. A little more down there. It's kind of hard to show you guys all of this, but you get the idea. Essentially, just running this across, down, gonna follow this channel up through here, and then I'll get to the back panel where I put that here in just a minute. Alright, so I made some progress. So right there you can see it going into the panel here. Pulled the panel down. I gotta stow that wire back there, that white one. Gotta coil it up, but I ran it through. Let me fix this ISO. The sun is right at my camera right now. So the ISO is pretty bad here, but I got it coming through this boot for the taillight wiring harness. Just poked a little hole in the boot up here, ran it down, taped it onto the wiring harness, and that's where this sensor is going to live. So right back here, nice and tucked away, and hopefully that does just fine in there. I don't know how accurate those temps will be. I figure those temps should be pretty close to accurate. I mean, it's on the outside of the vehicle. I don't imagine the taillight provides that much insulation, so I think that's going to be good. Just got to get this wiring behind. Just got to get the wiring coiled up behind the panel, put the panel back, and then I got to configure it in the Redarc app, which I'll show you guys that here in just a second. All right, so now I got the battery plugged back up. It's not going to show the battery life until I get 100% state of charge. It's got to like recalibrate since I had it all powered off. So I got it plugged up to Sure Power here, so I'll let it charge, get back up to 100%. The battery will start reading again. But I do have to calibrate that sensor, so I'll record my screen and I will show you. We're gonna do this together here a little bit because it's been a while. So I believe Justin's Redarc, wiring configuration, sensor inputs. So I plugged into one. Temperature, generic analog. Temperature detail, sensor type enabled. Outside temp. Sure. Icon on temperature. Oh shoot, I should have just left it. Yeah, temperature. Choose sensor. Oh shoot, which one do I have? 1 second. Alright, I'm just going to try and leave it unselected right now. Okay. Hit program. The only thing I'm unsure about right now is when I was configuring it, it didn't show the sensor that I have, which is a Redarc sensor. So I just left that unassigned. So I'm hoping it magically, when it's done calibrating, it just shows the temperature up here. That seems a little too easy. So we'll see. Alright, so I got it figured out. It was a simple configurator thing, which I'm going to pull my phone out here so I can talk through it a little easier, but I'll show this, my screen on screen too. But it's as simple as, so it was working. I programmed it right. You have to go into the configurator app, go to the TVMS display, go to home screen. So where you would edit your home screen, you actually have to just click on the screen that you choose, and then it brings up the temperature readout, and you have to select outside, you have to select one of your sensors. So I selected mine that I made, outside temp, and boom, it started working in the top screen. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. You can maybe see it right there. It's saying 82 right now. It's been dropping pretty consistently since I got it installed. So it originally read 90. It's like 70s out here today, like mid 70s here in Texas in January. But it's come down from 90 to 82. I think it's just, I don't know if I had it sitting in the sun when I was installing it or something, but slowly dropping. So that is going to do it for this video. Just you know, kind of down and dirty what life looks like here in my garage when I'm not on the trail. Just slowly, you know, try to refine this thing, and you know, as we all do, we like to tinker and add things to our trucks. Cool little thing, $20 sensor, and you know, that was it. Now, materials, if you don't already have this stuff, could be a little bit more expensive to get all that stuff, but really relatively easy to do if you've already got a TVMS Rogue, whatnot. And this just shows the versatility of the Redarc system. You know, the battery boxes are great, they're easy, but you can really customize a Redarc system to have the features that you want, do the things that you want, and just a lot better, in my opinion. Having it hard mounted, you don't have to think about it once you get it installed. It always just works. So, but yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.